peas, family. It's going down. And you know it's going down. I am so hyped. I'm so hyped. And I have so much work to do. So today is January 7th. It is simultaneously 6 weeks before my last frost date. I'm in Houston, Texas. I don't know what zone I'm in since they changed the zones, but I used to be in zone 9A. So I need to be planting the last of my fall stuff. I have my first real frost, I think, coming up this Friday. It's supposed to get down to 32. Look at this loofah. I don't want to cut the loofah down, but I know the loofah is not going to make any more big ones, but it's still just so alive. My husband's like, it's not going to make any more, babe. And I'm waiting for all of this foliage because y'all know that I don't be purchasing stuff, right? Y'all know this is mulch, right? Like after you've given me the fruits, all of your greenery is now mulch, and I thank you for your service. Amen. You know? But look, it's just still happy. It's still happy, and I don't want to take that from him. But it is about to be my winter, and I know it's looking sunny, and it actually feels good. I just have a sweater on, but like I said, Friday, today is Sunday. Friday, it's going to get cold. And when it starts getting cold, I'm in the house more. I'm burying food scraps in open areas more. And I'm covering things up. So I need to try to cover up my peppers while today I will be planting pepper seeds. Is that crazy or what? I'll be planting tomato seeds and stuff like that. Y'all know I like to keep it outside. So my plan is to do like some winter sowing inside of bottles and stuff, and then I'm gonna put those inside my greenhouse. I'm also gonna have to cover or move like my pepper. Y'all remember I thought this one was stunted, and it finally isn't. It's happy. So I'm either gonna put grow bags over this, or I can move it because I'm sure the roots aren't in the ground. I can move it and put it over in the greenhouse. I'm not worried about my brassicas. Last year, my broccolis did die, but that's because it went down to 16 degrees. I think, and I left it out because I thought brassicas liked cold. So brassicas are okay with cooler temps. They are not okay with 16 degrees. So for me, I think if it's going to go like 25 or below, I will still try to cover my brassicas. I don't know why this one is already trying to make a broccoli. It is so small. I do want to mulch like over here. My stevia doesn't really like cold. I'm going to mulch it. I just need to refresh this. It's looking dry, but it comes back like a mint. But I want to put comfrey and some other stuff. I want to put some nutrients down in there. I do want to cover these a little bit. Just add my leaf mulch like I do. So I'm going to be planting things kind of the last of my fall crops, like beets, carrots. I plant the carrots normally in like stages so that I don't harvest them all at once. I'm gonna be harvesting stuff that doesn't like the cold, like my Cuban oregano doesn't like the cold. I think 30 something is gonna make him feel bad. So I still have a little bit, and you can see it's been cooler, and you can see it's been affecting it. So I'm just gonna cut it back, and then I'm gonna throw some comfrey and some leaves and stuff. And what I'm trying to do is just make the roots cozy enough for it to pop back out when it's warm, but I can still get some off of there. I do normally throw some pine needles or leaves or something in my carrots if they're kind of sparse like this. And that's why I leave them as bushy as they want to be, because sometimes they might die back a little bit, but if they do, they'll come back. That's been my experience here. You can see my cilantro is very much confused by this weather that is sometimes cool and sometimes warm. So, yeah. It looks like it wants to go to seed, but all I have to do is kind of trim it back. And you can see I haven't got in here and cleaned up everywhere where Teddy stepped in here the last time he stepped in here. So I still need to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and plant some onion sets right here, because the garlic definitely did not come back. And my celery looks great. I'm super happy about this. I am going to put some, like a little bit of leaves over here probably. But celery is okay with some cool temps. So that will be fine. What else? Oh, yeah. The Okinawa spinach. This is another one that doesn't like cold very much. I may throw a blanket over it. If I do that, it'll be like Thursday or Friday morning, because I think it's Friday night where it's supposed to get cold. And then I still need to look up the lamb's ear and how it responds to cold. If anybody knows, please let me know. This poor turmeric then got beat, but if whatever is down up under there is happy, I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna chop this off and lay it right here, and probably lay some comfrey and stuff and hope that that pops back out in the spring. These beans are pretty much dead. So I'm covering things up for the cold. I am planting, I'm thinking about planting beets and stuff if I can find a spot for them. And onion sets. That's like the last of my, and bulbs, like if you have flower bulbs like lilies and stuff like that. I'm going to show you guys what they have at Home Depot. I did stop by Home Depot the other day, because here in my area you can still plant your bulbs that'll be gorgeous flowers and different stuff like that in the spring. So I am preparing for spring and covering for frost. The duality of growing in a southern garden. I think most of the trees that need to be put away are put away. If it gets really cold, I will wrap some blankets around my citrus trees. That's what I did last year. And I'll show y'all below what I did last year, and you can see what's different from what I'm doing this year as far as like the cold. But let me show you guys the loofah one more time, because I think a lot of this is going to be gone soon. The okra too. I'm going to get these off now. And I'll have seeds. So this is a time where I'm walking around and thinking about what I didn't grow enough of, what I don't want to grow again, what can I change, where do I need a trellis, or a better trellis, or a stronger trellis. Actually, what's so funny is I was thinking today, this loofah is growing on the entire structure. That wasn't my plan. There's a trellis in here. Like, this is the trellis loofah. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You have a plan in your garden, and the plants don't even be getting the memo. I'm like, do y'all come to the garden meeting? Y'all don't come to the meeting. You be late, loofah. Loofah said meeting. I didn't even know y'all had those. I spread to where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? So if there's anybody that needs to be protected, they're going to go in here. If it gets real cold, I can always, throw a blanket over this while it's closed. I got my little comforts in here. I'm gonna be upgrading these kale because the roots are coming out of the bottom, but I'm not ready to put them in the garden. These are going to mommy's garden. And when I take things to mommy's garden, I want them to be bigger and have nice roots, nice strong roots, because I'm not there to baby them as much. But if I have a pepper plant that needs to be covered, I'll put it in here. I still have a tomato that's doing well. I don't know what to do with that. Let's go see, what should I do with that? I didn't even think about it. Tomatoes here and here, but they're not turning red. And then there's like flowers. So I guess I'll just let you guys know if he makes it. I never tried to keep him this long anyway. I did get my other little starts planted, and they're happy so far. I'm going to cover this up, and I do have peppers on here. I guess I will harvest them green and then cover this bed up by Friday. I would really like to overwinter these peppers instead of having to start over again on the peppers. I know this ground cherry is gonna die, and the other one's probably gonna die too. So I'll see if I can get some seeds out. I think that other ground cherry might have seeds. Y'all, thank you for going back and forth with me. This is what I need to do. And I didn't write in my garden journal as much as I should have last year, but I did a lot more videos. So now I'm like rewatching videos to see what I want to do the same and what I need to change. Look, he got a gangster lean today. But I think I can probably get one or two that's like dry enough to give me nice seeds. I really want to try to harvest seeds of everything that I grow. I want to eventually get to a point where I'm not purchasing seeds and starts and stuff every year. So that is a goal of mine. And the 2024 garden season has officially started. So what I need to do is walk around and analyze some things and figure out how I'm going to grow more tomatoes and more peppers, and how I'm going to give all the plants that I want to grow the nutrition that they need. There's a lot of stuff, garden stuff, that I'm not purchasing that a lot of garden people do purchase. And I think I found a way to kind of create some of these things for myself, and I'm happy with that. That goes along with saving the seeds too. Like, eventually I want this to fuel itself, if that makes sense. So if y'all feel me, let me know. I know this was like a garden ramble almost, but I came here to say I'm finishing out fall, getting ready for a frost, while also starting for the next year, the next garden season. It started today for me, 6 weeks out. So if I have a safe, kind of warm place to plant some seeds, I will. I'm going to do some winter sowing on that. I also need to do some cold stratification, so those seeds will be going into the fridge. And I can put a video below about that and some of the seeds that I did that with last year. And I'm going to show you guys how I cover things up. We're hoping to save some of our warm crops. And we are planting our warm crop seeds, because when you grow from seed, it needs a little bit longer. But also, if you can save the ones that you already have, you'll be a step ahead. So, duality in the garden. Thank you guys for coming to my little garden ramble. I hope you guys are doing well. Check your last frost date and start getting ready to have an amazing garden season. What do you want to grow more of? What did you not like? What won't you grow again? Like, don't waste the garden real estate on that. It's okay. What I do is I have garden meetings, baby. I ask the kids and everything, like, would you grow this? Would you eat this again? Because if 3 out of 5 of us don't like this, I'm not spending time in garden real estate on it. Okay? 3 out of 5. So, I love y'all. I hope you're doing well. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. So, one of the things that I need to do is take cuttings of stuff that I kind of want to protect. I have this basil that I absolutely adore. I want to get it, and it moves very well. The one that's in, I'll show you. This basil right here, it's going to flower, which I want. This started as a cutting from the one at mommy's house. It was in the big bed over there. So I want to get another one and put it in a pot on its own and put it into that greenhouse, so that hopefully I don't have to start all the way over, even though I did already harvest seeds from this, and I'm gonna get some more seeds from this plant. I also have another one of these right there. Hopefully y'all can see it. It's planted in the same planter as the grape. I think the Cuban oregano, I probably should have closed this for a few nights when the temp dropped. So these Cuban oregano, some of the cuttings that I had sitting here, and it's rained, look crazy. Like, these had roots, but they look crazy. I am going to see if I can trim them back and plant them in pots as well, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and get some fresh ones to make sure. I do also have these back here that were already in pots, and I think because their roots are more protected, they look better, but they also need a trim back. So, and my comfrey, these are done the other day. They look good. So just thinking about those plants that I don't want to start all the way over from scratch again, and making sure that I have some somewhere. I think I also have black turmerics and Cuban oregano in my garage right now. So I'm just trying different options to see if I can keep them alive and not have to start over from scratch, not have to buy another plant start, or plant more seeds. I will plant more seeds for other gardens, but I'd like to just keep this one going and not have to start from scratch on everything every time. So I'll show you guys what some of these little cuttings look like. Oh, I wanted to show you the mixture that I'm using to plant them in. So this is where my cocoa coir normally stays, because you have to wet cocoa coir to get it to break down like this. You can see it's dried out a little bit by now. I've mixed some older soil on this side. I normally just take one side of this bin and mix what I want to use. So I've mixed some older soil in here, and then I normally will add some of my own compost, and it doesn't have to be fully finished. I'm okay with that. I really believe that plants like to grow on top of things that are still breaking down, that everything doesn't have to be like fully broken down. So I'm going to wet this some and let the cocoa coir kind of absorb some of the water. Not too wet, because that compost that I just added was very nice and moist, and I'm sure it probably has some worm eggs in it. So there's going to be a nice little bed for some of these cuttings and seeds to sit in. I am not too particular about my seed starting mix. I want it to be fluffy enough for roots to survive. And that's that. Peace. Okay, family, quickly, because my phone is about to die. I planted fall seeds. I didn't get to the spring ones, which is good, because I need to pull out my gardening journal and really make a plan, pull out my seeds and make a plan. I separated these dinosaur kale, and everything that got moved back here is going to sit kind of in the shade for today and in water. So I got 2 basils. I cut 2 Ethiopian kales. I decided not to do the Cuban oregano because I already have some. And I moved this pepper plant. He's going to stay here until after the frost. So thanks for watching. Peace. Can you see it? No. He's on you. Okay, family. So I went to Home Depot the other day to see what they had available, and the fruit trees were out. I saw plums, lots and lots of plums, apples, nectarines, peaches, and about $37 right now. So I'm not mad at that. On the inside, they have lots of your berries and stuff. So fall and spring is a great time to plant things in the ground, like your berry bushes, your trees, and stuff like that. So they had different types of grapes, raspberries. I'm looking for golden raspberries. If anyone knows where to find them, y'all let me know. Strawberries and potatoes, even sweet potatoes. Onion sets, which we got last time, and asparagus. They even have the purple asparagus. I was excited about that. Some garlic as well, which I hadn't seen before. Maybe I just missed it. And they have all the seeds out, you guys. Different brands, different prices, different seed starting mixes and everything. So if your seeds are not ready, looks like Home Depot's ready for you. Now, just because all of these seeds are out doesn't mean it's time to plant them all at once. Remember, guys, to just read the back of your seed packets or look up the types of plants that you're trying to plant to make sure that you're planting them at the right time. The soil temperature does matter, lighting does matter, and don't forget to plant your flowers, you guys. Flowers feed the bees and our pollinators. They're beautiful. Lots of them are edible, and some of them help protect other plants. And over here in the back, they have more strawberries, and these are the bulbs that I was mentioning to you guys. Look at these dahlias. They have some gorgeous flower bulbs available for planting. These will pop out in the spring and be absolutely lovely in your garden. And these are more bulbs. They have hostas and lilies, peonies, which are gorgeous, gladiolas. They also have hollyhocks, which my granny used to grow in her garden. So these will be gorgeous in bouquets this year, guys. I don't think I ever noticed that they had soil tests here. If you're still looking for materials to plant your stuff, I am not promoting Home Depot. I'm just saying this is one place that is convenient and easy to find for people, and it is an option for shopping for your garden seeds and needs. But there are plenty of places to do that. So hopefully you guys got a good look at what is available. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.